back to my channel. I'm Lindy, aka Paleobarbie, if you're new here. If you're not, hi to you guys too. I know I always talk to the new people, but I'm talking to you guys too because you guys have been here for me. You've been so supportive of me, watching my videos and sticking with me this whole journey. Today, I kind of want to talk about something different. I've been kind of trying to figure out how to talk about this for a long time, and getting my words together and that kind of thing. I know a lot of us women and men struggle with body image and body positivity or body negativity in some cases, this is something I have stuck with, or not stuck with, that has stuck with me, I guess is what I want to say, my entire life. So even as a kid, little kid, I wasn't overweight, but as most of my childhood, I was overweight. And then as an adult, I've been overweight up and down my whole life. Even when I've been at my lowest weight, which was before I had my twins, I had gotten so thin because basically, I suffer from something they call body dysmorphia. So if you look in the mirror, and I know some of you have, especially people who've been through weight loss surgery, I know you guys can relate to this. You look in the mirror, even if you've lost a lot of weight, and you see you don't see yourself that way in the mirror. You see everything that's wrong with you. You critique every little thing. You see what needs to be fixed, and also you see who you used to be, who you used to look like, if you've lost weight. And even when I'm bigger, I pick apart myself and see something like, I want to say grotesque, or very like, you don't see yourself the way other people view you. And it's very complicated, and it's like self-image, but it's a little more even to like, you truly see something different when you look in the mirror, than you just not being as skinny as you want to be, or as whatever. It's you see like so much differently than other people see you. So I've struggled in my keto journey, I've struggled with trying to work on that and love myself more, try not to critique myself more. If you've been on my Instagram, I try to take a selfie every single day, not because I think I'm Miss Hot Mama, but because that's one of my strategies that I've learned and reading different research, different things about this, is that I'm trying to see myself in a different way. So taking pictures helps me focus on what I really do look like, not like what I think of. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's helping me work on myself and have more positive image of myself and loving myself more, and not trying not to be up on myself as much, because that's my hardest struggle, is to not fill my head with negative thoughts. And I do suffer from depression. I suffer from a lot of different things that I haven't talked about on here yet. And I probably will someday, but baby steps, right? But, so I know some of you guys struggle with body image, maybe not as severe as body dysmorphia, but I know a lot of you struggle with body image, especially women. Women, we seem to always critique ourselves, right? But I wrote down some strategies to kind of, that I've been trying to do some of these, and I think that they might help some of you. So I wrote these down. I wanted to share them with you guys. So number one is, how many did I write down? 8. I wrote down 8 strategies. I'm sure there are more, but these are the ones I found. To write in a journal or a prayer journal if you pray, just your thoughts. So like my family and I've been through a lot, my whole life, but my adult life. But the last few years have been very, very difficult. Writing, I'm not a journaler, like as far as writing down my thoughts. I'm not a writer in that way, but I do write down things that I want to remember things that I want to pray about or that I prayed about, and then maybe, But if you're a journaler, they say journaling your thoughts and your feelings really is a good thing. It's like therapy. I like to paint, so I don't get to do it very often, but when I do get to do something, I feel like that's good therapy for me. It makes me feel better. Don't become isolated. So try not to isolate yourself from the world. And I say that during, the last few months of quarantine. I know that's a hard thing. And quarantine was not easy. And this whole year so far, like I said, the past few years haven't been great, but this whole year has been really even throwing a wrench in that. So I know that's kind of hard not to isolate yourself when all this is going on. But hopefully you're stuck at home with people that you care about. So that will help. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Eat healthy, get some sleep. Self-care. Self-care is so important. It is one of the things that keeps me out of my deep, dark hole. I pretty much almost every night take a bath, and I light candles, and sometimes I put Epsom salt, sometimes I put bubble. I haven't really found a good bubble bath that's not toxic, so if you guys know one, put it in the comments. But anyway, I always put something, or essential oils, and just relax and listen to music in the tub, and just try to process the day, and that's part of my self-care routine. I like to take care of my skin. That's part of my self-care routine. And of course, eating keto. And I like to eat clean keto because of my health stuff, but also I'm just trying to take care of myself inside and out. And I think that eating keto is good for your brain, and so that will help me with these problems too. So sleep, I'm still working on, because I don't always do a good job with that. I stay up too late. I get up early. It's life. But I do need to work on that. I do take melatonin now, so that does help, because I do have trouble falling asleep. So that's helped a little bit. Support groups. There are many support groups out there for people with body dysmorphia and body image, depression, all those things, right? But if you don't want to go to one of those kinds of groups, especially right now, I'm sure there's something virtual, but anyways, find a friend, find somebody who you trust, that you want to talk to, and be their friend. You be their friend, they be your friend. You just talk about your things together, and support each other, support your girlfriends, support your friends. Reach out to someone if you need to, and don't keep it in. You should talk about it, which is why I'm doing this. Stay focused on your goals. So I could easily, because when I look in the mirror and I see that other person, I still see, the me that, I see the me of 3-4 years ago, okay, that was puffed up and couldn't fit into anything, and I look at that picture. Even when I see the picture, that's what I see in the mirror, but when I see the picture, I'm just horrified, that I even looked like that. But that's what I see in the mirror. So I try not to let that take me away from focusing on my goals, because sometimes we can get depressed and fall into a hole because we're not, especially if you lose slowly like I do. You could easily fall into a hole and be like, well, I look like this anyway, so why should I keep going, or whatever, but don't let that make you lose focus. Learn relaxation techniques. This is number 6. And I do a lot of yoga, because that really helps me. You pray or meditate, whatever you're into, but yoga really helps me to relax, and even the bath thing, right? Because it helps get my mind, processes my mind from the day. It helps me relax. It helps me it's like you're hugging yourself. I don't know if that makes any sense. You're giving yourself the hug that your body needs. Don't make important decisions when you're under stress. That's a big thing. So if you are feeling overwhelmed and you are having anxiety or whatever about your body, about anything going on in your life, don't make a big decision until you've had time to process it and relax, do your yoga, do those things, because that you don't want to make a bad decision just because you're stressed out. know your triggers and don't compare yourself to others. So this was really hard for me when I first started my weight loss journey. So when I started all of this, you know, when I started paleo 8 years ago, I was on a weight loss journey, but I was on a health journey mostly too because of my autoimmune stuff. But on my weight, as I went through menopause and all that weight came, like I poofed up like a, you know, that girl in Willy Wonka, the blueberry. Can't think of her name right now for the life of me. Somebody in the comments tell me. But as I felt like I just blowing up into this balloon, you know, I just would look at other people's journeys because, you know, there's all these stories about people who get on keto or get on Weight Watchers or get on whatever it is, and you know, Biggest Loser, the old version of that show. It's like these people just lost 30 pounds in a month, and here I am trying to do that in a year, right? So the thing that I learned the most was not to compare my journey to anyone else's. You know, I've lost 78 pounds, but I lost a lot of inches, and so I'm trying not to, like, I wish I had already lost another 30 pounds. That's what I'm going for, but my body is doing what it needs to do to heal, and I need to not compare my weight loss to someone else's weight loss because their body does not have the same issues that my body has, and so I need to not, you know, compare. And I can celebrate their losses and celebrate their journey, but I can't compare my journey to their journey because we're not on the same road, right? We're not on the same path. So it's kind of like comparing, you know, somebody who climbed Mount Everest to somebody who swam the English Channel. Those are two awesome, you know, triumphs, right? But they're not the same journey, and they may not have done it at the same pace. So you can't compare it that way. You know what I mean? So don't compare your journey to someone else's. That was the biggest thing I learned when I started my journey with all of this. But as far as, you know, the self-body image and all that, it has really helped me. Like I said, taking pictures, take measurements. Make sure you take measurements. Don't always, the scale lies, you guys. The scale is the biggest liar, because I mean, it just does. And especially with keto, because your body moves things around before it starts coming off of you, and all of a sudden then it just starts coming off, and then you are thankful, but you know, it's some of us just take longer than others to heal. So the scale's a liar. So you just need to stick with it. Don't give up. Be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. And also your friends, you know, let's celebrate each other. On social media, people are so critical of everybody, you know, and I feel like we just need to be kind, you know, that some people, you know, that fell off the keto wagon during quarantine and they feel terrible about themselves. We don't need to be like over there looking at their picture like, ooh, Miss so-and-so of that, you know, because there's some that are like predominant people in our keto world that have been judged for gaining weight, and things happen in your life and you gain weight and you're not going to feel good about it. So really it doesn't help them for us to criticize them and make them feel bad about it either. So be kind to yourself, be kind to other people. If any of you guys, you know, if you reach out to me, if you've had these issues, if you don't want to put it in the comments, that's fine. But if you want to DM me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, my info is in the bottom in the link tree in the description. I'm always here. You guys have been such a support to me through this channel and this journey. It helps me stay on track. It helps me stay focused. It gives me, it makes me not give up. So I appreciate you guys so much for that. And I'm trying not to cry. But anyways, I wanted to share all that with you guys. I hope that you guys know how much you mean to me, and I hope you guys got value out of this, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.